Welcome everybody to a special edition of Azimuth Games. Today I wanted to do a Christmas episode. I know it's a little past Christmas now, but what I decided to do here was design a Santa sleigh. You can see here's the basic design, just some girders and paneling I found. This was done on my live stream if you guys want to check me out. As you can see, putting together some fuel tanks here. We're going to put some jet engines on those. These are going to be, of course, our reindeer. You can see here, this is further along when I got the more of a finished product. We got our reindeer legs, which are wheels. We got our antlers, which are some ladders, and Rudolph here we got on the front to make sure that we have a successful trip. Putting in some presents. Got some solar panels, some xenon gas containers, mystery goo containers. I mean, who doesn't want these kind of things for Christmas? It's pretty much a great assortment of gifts that you could possibly want in the Kerbal world. And here's the generally finished product. I'm kind of hoping here that the backside, all these gifts aren't going to affect us negatively. I threw in one of my first tests here. My strategy at the beginning was to do a traditional plane takeoff, gain a lot of speed, and then pull up. As you see, this didn't really have much control on the ground, and we ended up running off the runway, had some explosions, the typical engines out of control there. And here we are later on, added some wings to the back to give Santa's side a little bit more control. It was leaning, and I've kind of discovered that if I full throttle to take off, it would kind of have a vertical takeoff since we angled the engines upward. And then after that, I can throttle down, kind of take control. This is pretty much my first attempt that actually got a controlled flight. We're turning a lot, but we got somewhere before our engines cut out in a few seconds. You see we don't have much fuel inside of these small tanks, but it was enough to get kind of that flying that we wanted, level flight. Trying to make a turn here, and we lose our engines. Of course, didn't think to build any safety precautions in here. So tried to level down and take as much speed as possible so that maybe we could get a little bit lift at the end and flare up. See how we do on that one. But we just end up losing control. Can't really rotate at all. It's kind of a lot of mass with no thrust, and we get an explosion. And finally we get to kind of where I had gone to my final design. As you see, we have a capsule on here for our Santa Kerman to climb out of. Crawls to our front seat that we have. And once you get in, you can detach this back container that he came in, and you got a perfectly aerodynamic. So we have a perfectly aerodynamic sleigh now. Testing out the rudders here that we also added on there. Some parachutes on the sleigh, parachutes on the reindeer. We really got to take care of our reindeer, We don't want PETA to have a problem with us and our mechanical reindeer. Just getting ready to throttle up here. And as you see again, we do that full throttle to take off. It really helps to not have to worry about the stability on the ground. I was really surprised at this one. Once we added these rudders on here, we had full control of the sleigh. It was a little bit difficult to control because, of course, we're controlling it mostly from the back, but we were able to get over the water. We got pretty far just going straight out east from the Kerbal Space Center. Santa Kerman's really happy about this one, but then he checks the fuel and realizes that he's extremely low on fuel. Doesn't really have much of an opportunity to get back to Kerbal Space Center. I was trying to open up the antlers on our reindeer here when just ran out of gas. And so with our new safety system, we are able to deploy our parachutes right there, and we got a perfectly balanced set of parachutes here, so we're able to just gently come down into the water. But unfortunately we lost a few reindeer. I wanted to show another flight that I had with the antler out on my reindeer to get the full effect of what it's like to be Santa. It's just so beautiful. Mechanical marvel that Santa is now in the modern age, and he is flying exactly how he is meant to fly. I mean, there's no other way you could get around Earth in time. So, thanks for watching, everybody. If you subscribe and like, I really appreciate everybody coming to watch the stream, watching my videos. And here's a video of Santa Kerman flying around the entire planet. It took about an hour and a half to circle the entire planet, and I'll be putting up this video later today. So thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Reindeer on fire. It's kind of like showing off how strong his reindeer are, of course. And he has to get around. He has to get around Kerbin somehow.